Have you ever noticed how different it feels to hand over five $20 bills versus tapping a piece of plastic for a $100 dinner? Mathematically, the transaction is identical, but psychologically, they belong to two different worlds. Let's look at a typical scenario for a young professional in a city like Chicago or Berlin, earning $4,500 after tax. It sounds like a solid start, but then the math of modern life begins its slow erosion. Once you subtract $1,800 for rent, $400 for the car, and $300 for student loans, you're left with roughly $1,200 of actual disposable income. This is where the system's design becomes invisible. When you spend cash, your brain registers a physical loss, creating a natural resistance to letting resources leave your hand. But a credit card creates a separation of concerns by uncoupling the pleasure of the purchase from the pain of the payment. When you buy a $150 jacket on a card, your brain treats the cost as a problem for your future self to solve 30 days later. If you carry even a modest balance of $2,000 at a 22% interest rate, you are paying an additional $440 a year just for the privilege of delayed reality. That is a week's worth of groceries surrendered to a bank simply because the tap felt harmless. The trap isn't the interest rate, it's the frictionlessness. Financially intelligent individuals don't view credit as an extension of their income. They view it as a high-precision tool that requires a manual override. They reintroduce friction by checking their accounts daily to force the brain to acknowledge the loss in real time. They understand that wealth isn't built by finding high-yield tricks, but by closing the gap between the moment you want something and the moment you feel the cost of it. Awareness is the only real hedge against a system designed to make you feel nothing while you spend everything. If this perspective shifted how you look at your wallet today, consider subscribing.